You're listening to Cardiff City World on Cymru Sport Radio, live from the Welsh capital. The most interactive football show in Wales, featuring guests, fan opinion, and all the latest news surrounding Cardiff City. Have your say and get in touch now.
Hey guys, I'm Si. Welcome to Cymru Sport, and we just watched Merthyr Town versus Cardiff City under-21s. It finished 6-4 to Cardiff City, and I'm with Cardiff City's under-21s manager Darren Purse. First of all, how are you, Darren, and did you enjoy that game? Because you looked a bit frustrated at times.
Enjoyed moments of it. You know, it was a little bit frustrating, but that's what pre-season's for, to try and iron out little issues that you come up against. You know, disappointed to concede 4 goals. You know, and the manner of them at times, but plenty of learnings for the players to deal with. But to come away and obviously score 6 goals was really good, and yeah, it's nice to win, but it's not all about the winning in pre-season. It's about getting minutes into the boys, and got some good minutes, and yeah, it's good to get a good win.
Yeah, and I thought, like you say, there were some good bits and some bits which obviously need work. You know, the centre backs, even for that, I thought the start of the game they looked a bit shaky. Then they really grew into it, and I thought their distribution was pretty good on the ball. But it's difficult, isn't it? Because they're playing against a very physical side, so it's a different type of test for them, I guess.
Yeah, it is. That's the one thing we try and do over pre-season, is to try and get the sort of physical test, the game is against the men's teams, because a lot of the boys have never played against men's teams going into this pre-season. So from that point of view, it's a good experience for them. I thought the intensity of our press at times with the more experienced boys like Luke Pearce, Matty, I thought they were really good out of possession of the ball. Luke deserved these 3 goals with the intensity of his work. You know, but with the younger ones that are in there, it's that learning curve from the sort of how to manage the game out of possession. I don't think we managed the game out of possession anywhere near enough, especially when we was 4-2 up. You know, we sort of let them back into the game with some sort of simple errors that we need to iron out.
Yeah, I think it's Livermore for Merthyr had a really good game, and I think it was the 3rd or the 4th goal where it comes from the corner, and you could see that the bench was trying to get a message across to pick up the man on the edge of the box. But I suppose, like you say, it's pre-season, it's building, and these types of games are always a learning curve and a good thing for you to pick up and make tweaks going into the season.
Yeah, but they're the mistakes we need to iron out. They're the mistakes that our young players have got to understand. When you step up to first team football, they cost you. You know, and just not doing your job at a set play is simple. You know, it's something you work on. It's something that should be sort of ingrained in the lads. Whether or not that's something that we need to work on a little bit more and make sure that they've got that information. We think they have, but obviously in them key moments in games when you're in front, they sort of tend to go to sleep a little bit. And yeah, from my point of view, it's, rather than tell them, it's trying to make sure that they understand and try and work it out for themselves, you know. And it's cost us a goal today, but hopefully as it progresses, as they go out on loan, as they're in the first team, hopefully their mistakes don't cost you goals, and they learn from them, you know.
Absolutely. Lastly, Darren, what was the most satisfying thing from today?
I think most satisfying thing is just talking to the boys at half time and putting right a few of the wrongs from the first half. I think they adapt really well to it. You know, talking about switches of play against they played like a little box diamond in midfield out of possession, pressed like 4-4-2. It's just trying to make sure that they get the switch of play in. Make it hard for their 4 to get across to the opposite side when you're switching it. I think at times we did that really well. So that's probably the most pleasing thing, is that you can give lads the information at half time on a board. You don't have to walk through things with them, and they adapt and they understand what their jobs are. So that's probably the most pleasing thing. It's nice to score 6 goals. You know, that's what we're here for. We're in the game to score goals, and I thought in possession we played some really nice bits and opened them up at times. So that's another pleasing thing. But yeah, there's lots to like and lots to work on.
And of course, you've got a few boys with the first team at the moment. How proud are you to see the way that they've performed with the first team?
It's not about for me being proud. It's about you give the young lads that opportunity and they take it. And every single one of them boys, you look at sort of Ronan, Tan, Tanatswa, Dak, Dylan Lawler, they've been up with the first team all pre-season and they've taken the opportunity. Some lads get opportunities and they don't take them. Every single one of them have done it. You know, it's nothing to do with me. It's nothing to do with the staff. We work with them, but at the end of the day, it's the boys have got to take enormous credit for themselves. You know, and the way they've acted, the way they've worked over the last 2 years. You know, and it's you're getting the fruition of like Dak Mafiko playing 50, 60 under-21 games from a first-year scholar, you know, and he's learned from that over the last 2 years. Same with Dylan Lawler, first-year scholar playing under-21 football, and it's them bright ones that sort of pushing them, and so that when they do get the opportunity, like they have done this pre-season, they've taken it. So it's you are proud of them, but it's nothing to do with any of us. It's all to do with the players. They've earned the right, and they've taken the chance when it's been given to them.
No, you don't give yourselves enough credit, I think. But no, it's thank you very much for speaking to me, mate, and thank you for an enjoyable evening watching your under-21s win 6-4 versus Merthyr Town. Cheers, mate.
You're listening to Cardiff City World on Cymru Sport Radio, live from the Welsh capital. The most interactive football show in Wales, featuring guests, fan opinion, and all the latest news surrounding Cardiff City. Have your say and get in touch now.